Multimedia data is another important component while designing the web page. So now we are going to talk about how to insert the multimedia data into our web page. Okay, so we focus on two different format of multimedia data. The first one is the audio file, such as the music MP3 file is one of the audio file. So let's show how to insert the audio file into our web page first, and then I will introduce you how to insert the video data into our web page. Okay, so the format of audio data is the tag of audio tag here. And there is the SRC means the source. So we have similar to the image tag, we need to specify the source of the audio file. Okay, so you can specify the file name here. Also, if the file is located in different subfolder, you need to write the folder name here. Okay, so I will show you some example when you put the audio file into different location, how to specify the location of the file. It is very similar to the image in the previous section. I have already introduced you how to specify the source of the image. So it is very similar to the image. We need to tell the browser where the file is. And here's the attribute. There are some attributes. Controls is one of the attributes, means the control panel. If we want to show the control panel on the screen, we need to use the controls. Otherwise, we won't be able to control the music. If the music start to play, we cannot stop it. We can just hear the music because we don't have the control panel. Okay, so if I want to show the control panel, I have to put the attribute controls here. Okay, so and this is the end of the audio tag, and you can put some text between the audio tag and the end of the audio tag. The text will display when the browser did not support the audio, did not support this tag. The text between these two tags will be displayed on the screen. You can just say this browser does not support audio or something to let the user know you have already put the audio here, but it cannot be correctly display or play because of the support of the browser. Okay, so you can put some text here. But currently, most browser support the audio tag, so maybe you don't need to write anything here. And there are some attribute which can be put in the audio tag. The first one is control. The control panel. I will show you if we don't use the control, what happen. And preload means while the web page display on the screen, we will going to load the audio file before we start to play the audio file. Okay. Because the audio file need a little bit time to download from the server. So if we use the control panel and the user click play, we must wait a little bit time until the web server transfer the audio file to this computer, and we can start play it. So we need to wait a little bit moment to wait for the file to be downloaded. Okay, so if we use preload, which means when we download, when the web server transfer this web page to your computer, and when the browser start to interpret the HTML code, and it will when the browser read the tag here, and with the preload attribute, the file will start to download from the server. In this example, hippie.mp3 will start to download from the server, even the user does not click the play to play this music. It will start to download the file before the user click the play button, because we use the preload attribute here. Okay, so it is because the multimedia data is a little bit large file, and we will spend a little bit time to download from the server. Okay, so if we don't want the user to wait to wait for the download, we need to preload the file first before the user. But if the user does not click the play control, the file will be useless because it is the user doesn't want to hear this music. He don't press the play button. So the file is useless even we download the file from the server. So sometimes it's a trade-off. We can preload the file, but if the user doesn't want to listen this music, the download will be useless. But we encourage you to use this attribute because it will save the time, especially for the video. The video, since the audio file is not that large, the transfer speed is quick enough. So maybe you don't need to delay a long period to wait for the download. But if you want to put some video data on your screen, the video data is a little bit large and needs some time to download. So the preload will very effective because when the user click play, it can start to play the video. You don't need to wait for the browser to download the file. After download file, it can start to play. Okay, so this is the attribute of preload, to preload the file into your computer. Autoplay means when the browser interprets the audio tag, it will start to play the music without click. You don't need to click any button. The music will start to play, which means autoplay. And the loop means after the music finish play, it will restart again. This means loop. I think it's very easy to understand loop. Okay, so you will always hear the music. It will restart again and again and again. Okay, so this is loop. So if you want to let the music as the background music, you can use autoplay and the loop. So it will always on the background play and play and play. Okay, but if you use autoplay without controls, the user cannot stop the music. So you have to consider about the effective of this kind of web page because sometimes the user don't want to listen to the music. But if you use autoplay and loop, but without control panel, the user cannot stop the music. So it maybe sometimes some user will feel very noise or something because he don't like the music, the background music, or he already listened to some other music. So your music will conflict with the other music. So I suggest you, if you want to use the audio, the music in your web page, please put the control panel to your website. Put the control panel in some particular place. If the user want to stop the music, he can stop the music. Or if he want to listen to music, he just play the play button to start the music. You don't need to use the autoplay. You just let the user to have the control. If he want to listen the music provided by this web page, he can click the play button to do this. If he don't want to listen to the music, he just let it go. Do not press the play button. Nothing will happen. Okay, so this is the first take about audio, and the next one is video. It's very similar. So I will finish the description of audio and the video, and we will have some practice about this. For the audio tag, it's very similar because video tag is still use the src attribute to specify the source file of the video, and with some attribute. So all the attribute introduced here can also be used in video tag. So the controls, we can put a control panel for the video. We can preload the video before the user click play, before it start to play. And also we can let the video autoplay. But in most cases, we don't use autoplay for the video. for the video because we want the user to watch the video. So we need user to focus on the video and he can control by using the control panel to start to play. But music is okay because we can always hear the sound. So the user do not need to focus on some particular place. He just listen. He can listen. He can hear the audio. So the audio you can use the auto play is okay because we don't need to watch anything. We just hear the music. But since the video has some, the user have to see the video, to watch the video. Okay, so if you use autoplay, maybe some in the first part of the video will be ignored because the user did not take a look at the video, do not watch the video, but it have already started to play. So for the video, in most cases we don't use the autoplay for the video, but we can use autoplay for the audio. Audio is fine. Video is not okay because we need the user to focus on the video. So we always let the user to press the play button to start to play the video. Okay, so and the loop is okay. So it's also we can use loop in the video. So after finish the play, it will restart again. Okay, so all the attribute here can be applied to video, tag. And we have some special tags in video tag for the height and width of the video. We can specify the height and width of the video because this attribute does not fit the audio because the audio do not show anything on the screen. Okay, so we don't need to specify the height and width of the audio, but since the video occupies some space to play the video, so we need to specify the height and width of the video. So there are two attributes to specify the height and width. Otherwise, it will use the default size of the video. If you do not specify the height and width of the video, it will use the default size of the video and the display on the screen. So sometimes you don't need to specify the height and width is okay because if the video is not that large, it's okay. You just use the original size. But if the original size of the video is very large, you want to make it smaller, you have to specify the height and width. And you can only specify height. It will automatically to calculate the corresponding width, or you just specify the value of width. It will automatically calculate the corresponding height of the video. So maybe you don't need to specify both value here. You just specify one of the height or width, and the other one can be automatically calculated. Okay, and the poster is before we start to play, we can put some poster on the screen. Otherwise, it will use the default. Each video has its default poster. Okay, so we can specify some particular image as the poster, which means before this file are played, before the file played, it will display the poster on the screen. And when the user click play, it will start to play the video. Okay, so if we don't specify the image of poster, it will use the default poster or default poster. Okay, and here's the data format we can use in our web page. For the audio file, we can use the MP3 format, OGG format, or WAV format. And for the video, we can use MP4, OGV, and WEBM format here. Okay, so but in most cases we use MP3 and MP4 as the most common format when we want to use in our web page. Okay, so here's the introduction of the video tag and audio tag, and we will start to explain to show you some example how to use the video tag and audio tag and how to specify the source file later. But please, before we start to practice about these two tags, please prepare some MP3 files and some MP4 files. Okay, you have to prepare some video and audio files to try to practice in the next session. Okay, so please prepare some MP3 and MP4 files, and then we will introduce you We will give you some examples to show how to use video and audio text later.